Now please pay attention to this next part because this is where the man snitches on himself.
A few moments later.
Oh my god.
What's up, idols? It's Cece Lesson 3. Welcome back to my channel. Y'all see my shirt matches my hair. This side is blue, like this sleeve, and this side is purple, like this sleeve. Armies know. Y'all, this story time has my brain hurting, and I don't understand. This man's basically snitched on himself. It's like he wanted to get caught in his lies. If you like story times like this, I have a whole playlist of stories from Korea, some from Japan like the one we're about to tell today, and they are equally, if not even more insane. I'll link it at the end of the screen when Tomorrow by BTS is playing. I'll have the little playlist there ready if you guys want to check that out. As always, please watch this until the end of the video. This story may be a bit shorter, so viewer duration is automatically going to be a little shorter, so if you watch the video until the end, until you get to that playlist, the Storytime playlist, please, it would really help me out so much. Because you're idols! You guys have really been driving my growth lately. I was so convinced that my channel had peaked and was gonna die, especially after how things were going last year. I was struggling a lot with my channel last year, I'm not gonna lie. But this year has been amazing so far, and that's all thanks to you. But anyway, today's story stars Adrian. That's right. She gave us permission to use her actual name. Now, the guy in question, we're gonna call him Kenji. I love the first sentence of this email. She said, "Lord Jesus."
I said, "Oh Lord Jesus, it's a fuck."
I completely forgot about this craziness until I came across your channel. This was 7 years ago in Japan. So yeah, if you also have a story you'd like to share with us, you can email me, cclesson3@yahoo.com. So Adrian was 24 and she was a full-time student at a Japanese language school in Japan. She worked in a ramen shop. She also taught English on Saturdays at the English school she interned for in college. Now that is important to keep in mind for the twist later in the story. The school that she teaches at only once a week. She decided to hit up Tinder. She said, don't misunderstand the situation. There were definitely plenty of fuckboys on Tinder in Japan even back then, but a lot of them used it just to meet foreigners. She said, to be honest, she had a fairly positive experience using Tinder in Japan. Shock. She said the first person she met up with, they hung out all day and they became really good friends. She was living her best life. She's young, she's going on dates, she's meeting guys, she's meeting friends, she's in a new country, being abroad. It's exciting. Why am I talking like this? So one of these days, she met up with Kenji. As previously mentioned, we're gonna call him Kenji in this story. Now he had just got back to Japan after studying in the US for a while, and he said he was looking to make some friends. Don't they all? They just conveniently forget to mention the with benefits part. So after they were chatting for a while and hitting it off, he invited her out to get some barbecue with him. It was gonna be Kenji, Adrian, and another female friend that Kenji had invited, so she figured, oh my god, I can make another new friend through this. So they met up, had dinner, had a great time. She said that he was fun and easy to talk to. And she said even though his English wasn't very good, she was adamant on trying to learn Japanese, and he was actually someone willing to test her and help her get better at Japanese, which, you know, there's a lot of people like, oh, I can be your Korean tutor, I can be your Japanese tutor, but they almost never actually do it. So this sounds nice. And the reason she really liked this is, you know, he's speaking Japanese to her, which is no benefit to him. It benefits her. She wanted to get better at her Japanese. And she also felt like, oh, he's not just talking to me to practice his English. Like, this is nice. He's being more open. She said the female friend that came with them to dinner was also very nice, and they all decided to do karaoke after. Oh, I miss a norebang. I miss a norebang so much. Unfortunately, the friend didn't get to stay with Adrian and Kenji for too long after the karaoke because she had another meeting, so she had to leave, leaving just Kenji and Adrian to hang out one-on-one. They were having fun, so they're like, yo, don't stop the party. What's the next move? And they went to an arcade. One thing she did say is after the female friend left, Kenji became a bit more touchy.
Touch. Don't touch.
She says she didn't mind so much at first. She said it wasn't creepy and she was kind of excited by it. He was excited too. She said she felt like it was pretty clear that they liked each other as more than friends. So they continued to talk, vibing and flirting. Will she, won't she, will he, won't he? And they decided to go to the beach the next day. She said again, it went really, really well. He was super touchy.
Touch. Don't touch.
And friendly, and they were flirty, and it was fun, with the bonus of great conversation. It was going so well, in fact, he had even agreed to meet Adrian's friend who was coming to visit her from abroad in Japan. And he passed the friend check. The friend met him and it was good vibes, so those are green flags, right? If my friend, my bestie likes you, surely you're a good guy.
That is not correct.
So after he passed the friend check, they continued to talk and chat and meet up several times during the week. Like, they were seeing each other a lot. And it often went well into the night. But they didn't do that. It's not what you think. So during one of their talks, she mentioned that she worked part-time on Saturdays teaching English at the school that she interns at. Now please pay attention to this next part because this is where the man snitches on himself. When they brought up the school that she works at one day a week, Kenji mentions, oh, I have an old classmate that goes there. Adrian's like, oh wow, that's crazy, what a small world. Coinky dink. So Kenji gave Adrian this classmate's number and said, you guys can be friends in the future. This will be great, you know, you can make some more connections here in Japan. And she said she'd keep a lookout for this girl, you know, it's exciting to meet a new friend, but she only went there one day of the week at the time, so it wasn't very likely that she would see her. So time is going by, they've been hanging out for like a month and a half. They meet up in the park late at night and go for a walk and talk. Flirt game only escalated, we talking back hugs. Back hug, super touchy, all that great stuff. And then he decides to casually mention that he's not looking for a girlfriend or a partner right now. He has no intention of dating because he's focused on his career. And this I just want to quote because she's so sweet, she's so cute. Okay, well, dummy took that as, oh, he didn't mean that. He's given all these other signs. So to just contribute to this plethora of mixed signals, right after he says, I'm not looking to start dating someone, he kisses her and they make out.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
What is he doing?
She said, I know, I was young and naive, haha, but also head over heels. So think about how long this is progressing. Long summer nights going for the beach, playing at the arcade, going out karaoke. Like they would make out and meet at the beach at like 2 a.m. She said it was like next level rom-com shit. They hung out all the time. She put that in all caps, all time. So she said at this point she basically felt like they were makeout buddies, like they never crossed that line. She lived in a dorm with other people, he lived really far away and he never invited her to his house. So they were makeout buddies, they'd meet out on the beach, 2 a.m. make out, but he's not looking to date because he's focused on finding employment. She says she tried to convince herself that she was okay with this because she really liked him and she kind of wanted whatever of him she could get, and that is so relatable. I just got through a situation similar to that like 2 months ago. My channel members know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't know why my voice gets this small, but it does sometimes. So yeah, they started hanging out in August and it is now Christmas time. We're about to get into this Christmas party story.
It's about to go down.
It's an annual Christmas party where everyone, all the teachers are required to attend. Even though she was only there on Saturdays, she had to go. So you know, Adrian's getting ready for this party. She's talking to Kenji about it. He's like, oh, you might be able to see my old classmate there. Why is he doing this? This is self-sabotage personified. So now we get a name to this classmate. Her name is Akiko. So fast forward to the Christmas party, Adrian's there mingling and there's a cute girl approaching her. So she introduces herself and then asks Adrian, hey, do you know Kenji by any chance? So the gears click in Adrian's head. She goes, oh, you're Akiko. It's nice to finally meet you. I've heard so much about you the past few months. So they were talking at the party, making plans to go and hang out, the three of them, Kenji, Akiko, and Adrian. So you know, they're having conversation, girl talk, and eventually the topic comes up of, so Adrian, do you have a boyfriend? Adrian's like, nah, no, I don't. How about you? She goes, oh yeah, Kenji's my boyfriend.
Oh my god.
Y'all, pause. Why would this man introduce this girl he makes out with and flirts with to his girlfriend?
You're so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Somebody please help me understand why he would do that to himself. And this, I gotta read exactly what she put in the email. It's too funny. She said, girl, my stomach fell through my goddamn butthole. So I started blubbering, oh wow, that's great. I gotta pee. So she runs to the bathroom and starts crying her eyes out in the stall. This is a work party, don't forget about that. This motherfucker made me the side girl and I literally had no idea. I was flabbergasted. You know, she's upset. She leaves the party early and she missed this whole part where all the teachers were supposed to go on stage. She's like, shit, my bad. I was not in the right space to do that anyway. So, you know, she does what girls do. She called her mom, ranted and cried, and the mom said, block him, girl, move on. So because Adrian is a girl's girl, she decides to text Akiko what's been going on and give her the full situation. So once she was downloaded on the situation, she blocked her too. She blocked Akiko and she blocked Kenji. Just don't want no part of any of this. So then a few months goes by and Kenji messages Adrian on Facebook and asks if she wants to go to karaoke.
Fuck no!
There's the door. There's the door, bitch!
So a whole year later, it's the next Christmas party, and at this point, this is the only time Adrian really sees Akiko. She never met her on the day she worked, but at the Christmas parties, she sees her. As you can imagine, it was incredibly awkward, and she sees Akiko, and Akiko just gets away from her. They don't talk, they don't see each other, they try not to even be in each other's eyesight. It's just, Yeah, you know what? I can't. That's to be expected. And one of the weird things is she said she can't lie or exaggerate this. She ran into Kenji like 5 times after all this went down. She's so quotable. This is another thing she said. I luckily looked fine as hell and just kept on walking like he wasn't there. Ha ha ha. Fucker. Oh, and he ended up giving me some baseball tickets before the whole debacle, planning to go together, and since that happened, I brought a classmate of mine instead. So yeah, that is the story. Again, Adrian, thank you so much for letting me tell the story on my channel. Reading that email had me cracking up. I'm also incredibly confused. I don't know why he would snitch on himself. I don't know why he would introduce, in your words, the side chick to the girlfriend. What was he want? Did he want a threesome? I don't get it. Thanks for watching. If you did, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Annyeong.